What's happening, you beautiful, beautiful people? My name is Sticks, and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be doing a react video to one of my buddies' podcasts for War Thunder, and basically have a second opinion here since I'm not on the co-host with them. But hopefully one day I am on there and I can make some good points for Rev and everyone else in their podcast. But with no further ado, guys, let's get into this video. And just before I get into this video, guys, I would like to say I really do hope that Thunder Buddies podcast gets the love and attention that they deserve. And hell, I hope they secure really good deals with Spotify, YouTube, whoever. I really, really hope they do because War Thunder is one of those games where it deserves the reputation and the exposure that they need. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe. Push this out for the algorithm. Please, 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 please. And further ado, guys, let's get to it. Alrighty, guys. So we are about 14 minutes into this video. I didn't want to start from start to finish because this is a 51-minute video, and I would rather just have my points straight to the point, or be able to have it skippable and enjoyable at the same time, cut down to a short segment for this video. Now, the very first thing I do like about their podcast is that they talk about from everything from dev posts to updates, even the smallest updates that are coming out, they still introduce that. Information that is all over the place, basically put into one, which is the podcast, and so much more. It's unbelievable. But I do want to say this quickly again. Please, please show these guys the love and the attention that this deserves, because if this blows up, content creation for War Thunder is going to skyrocket out of this world. And I think it's going to improve War Thunder's reputation, probably get War Thunder to actually do what is necessary for their game to thrive and to basically outpace all of the other video games out there like Call of Duty, Apex, out. Without a further ado, we're already almost 2 minutes without it playing. Let's get to playing.
What have you done recently, Rev, that really wets your whistle? And tell me something. Let's just break from the news.
Something. Just give me something.
Just give me something other than talking about the 4th of July right now, please, for love of God.
Besides the 4th of July. Well, we wanted to do this segment because I think it's important for everybody to remember that at the key, and this might sound simplistic, but this is a game and it's supposed to be fun. And one thing that, not just to self-promote, but partially to self-promote, and I hope other creators like this, we genuinely enjoy the game. We have some really fun moments. For me, it's not even the games where like I perform necessarily very well, right? The best match I've had in the past month, I did a match, and again, very rare for this to happen, but I had a match where I got over 20 kills, no deaths. I'm sitting here on my high horse. I did great. Of course, the next match, I go like 3 kills, 6 deaths type deal. But those aren't the ones that are the most fun to me. For me, we recently had a streak of best squad wins. My favorite wager in the game is the best squad. Now, keep in mind that if you're listening, one of the reasons to hang out with people like me and Gail and anybody else in the squadron is because I do believe, for Silver Lion purposes, the best squad wager is the best wager in the game and the easiest one to complete.
Oh, yeah.
So I do want to fill in on what Rev is trying to say here, is that a lot of players within War Thunder get very discouraged when they're trying to grind or trying to unlock something, and basically get so frustrated that they either leave the game, uninstall the game, or just be done with the game completely. What he's trying to say here is basically, we as a community, as only snails, is to breed life back into those players who used to play this game a lot and just stop playing it because of whatever's happening. But I'll let them continue. That's what I basically wanted to say at this part.
3 of your buddies, and if y'all are even halfway decent at the game, y'all are going to get best squad every time because almost nobody runs 4 players deep. It's very rare. So your ability to get that high score is simply quite easy in almost any game mode, whether it be air, ground. You having a good 4-person squad of even halfway, experienced players almost guarantees you get that wager. But we had a run over the past few months where I didn't have a single wager fail. For those who don't know how the wager works, the goal is to get 10 straight or 10 total best squad wins or losses. You got to finish as best squad, and you get, I think, 3 mulligans. As in, if you don't get it 3 times or you don't get it twice, you can keep it going. But the goal is to get 10, and the payout will be based on how much you bet. So if you do like a 10,000 silver lion bet, I think the max payout is 250 silver lions for you achieving all 10. And we had this streak where it didn't matter if we were doing ground, we would switch to air, and we just kept nabbing it, man. And everybody was just getting these payouts. And we were having fun because, you make these huge hits. You're like, I can actually afford those gamble boxes that come around and steal all my silver lions and stuff. So it wasn't an individual memory. It was just like the whole group, and we would be rotating people in. So on my stream, how I do it is everybody has a queue system, and you do 2 matches. And once you've done 2, we queue in the next person. And the fact that we kept managing to get these best squad wins just over and over with different people slotting them in was just so much fun as a community that it was easy to be excited. Like, I want to be next. I want to get in there and, be part of that wager and do stuff like that. And it ends up kind of, trickling down to other groups now. Like, and I know you've had a similar experience where it won't just be your group of 4. Now you'll have your other friends who have a group of 4. They're trying to do the same thing at the same time. And those little moments don't seem like a lot, but when you're experiencing with your people, it is so much fun to be going through those.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, 250,000 SL for pretty much just playing the game is nice, especially if you're.
I will say that they should boost that SL and all that other stuff, because I don't think like 250 is a lot, but once you start making over 1,000,000 SL in this game, it just gets really repetitive per se. So like they should add like more, like you could wager as much as you have in the game. Like if you have 5,000,000 SL, you could wager it. Which probably wouldn't be the best idea to wager at all, but you could wager like 500,000, 700, a million, and like that doubles to 2,000,000, 1.4 million, something kind of cool like that, where you're able to bet as much as you can for, a challenge, hey, if I can get all 10 of this, I'll get this amount of prize money from doing so. I think that would be pretty cool, but also would be pretty hard for some people to do. So
Just starting off, yeah. There's another streamer who does it's pretty much his whole focus is doing arcade best squad. He actually holds the record for the most best squad medals in a single game, and it was something obscene, like 200 or something. It was something nuts, and it was Bearsden. He does that all the time, and it reminded me of that the whole time.
Is the goat, guys.
Yeah,
that's why I like going to Bear's channel, because he's very much engaging with the people there.
Oh yeah, it's all about squad play, and it's super cool. I really dig that. I always play with a squad in the stream, but we never actually like chase best squad wagers or anything like that, because usually it's not that easy to do in realistic, because a lot of stuff can happen in realistic that would stop you. But I mean, a best squad wager,
especially air realistic, where you get one play.
Yeah, exactly. And essentially
2 people get TK'd and screwed.
Yeah. If you guys don't know how the best squad wager works, you really don't have to really do anything except get points while being adjacent to your buddies. Like just stay next to your buddies and you'll get best squad. So yeah,
we've gotten best squad. We've got that best squad wager completed when we went out and did a bomber setup. Like all of us ran out like B-25.
Sick.
Right?
That's cool.
So like you don't even have to do dog fighting, because believe it or not, bombing and incendiary bombs will score you a lot of points as well. So it gives you an opportunity to earn what is the most important singular currency in the game, the silver lions, while also allowing you, say, if I have a bad game, well, Gil makes up for it because we're all together. Right. So if you're one of those people like, man, I'll have a stretch of games where like 6 of them I'm terrible. It doesn't matter if one person has a terrible stretch, because we all come together. Yeah. We all score together. And again, I really enjoy that aspect of War Thunder.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I think most of the enjoyment that a lot of other people have is getting the kills per se, like in any game, whether that be tanks or planes or whatever. I think the only reason why a lot of people play this game is the ability to destroy another target, which is not bad, but it also comes down to the fact that people treat this like any other Call of Duty or any other, shooter game where the main focus is if you're getting better with said tanks or if you're understanding how the radars and all that other stuff work in the game. I think that's what's important. And I even say a lot of the time on my stream is if you're not having fun in the already BR that you have, let's say 7.0 or 8.0, if you're not having fun in that, go play a different game. Like I don't try and be rude about that, but if you're not having fun and you're not pushing yourself to do better, then, you know, you should be going to play a different game that you actually enjoy because last thing that you want is to be super angry with the game that you're playing and delete it and then have no other game to go to because that was the only game that you played. So yet again, we're really well, they're trying to say that their channel is meant for people to come and to have fun. That's basically what they're saying.
That's sick.
So the reason why I keep skipping this is because we're getting to the points where they're talking about the game and about people enjoying it. And the reason why I started to do this react video is because of this. This is what is needed for War Thunder to grow as a game. Okay. And if that is not happening, if that cross sectioning is not happening, then people are just going to leave this game very angry and bitter and not understand this game is meant to have fun. You can have fun from grinding out the tanks like I do. I'm a very big grinder in this game. I love unlocking new parts for the tank. I love completing those tanks. Even if they're bad tanks, I love doing it. So that's why I'm trying to say that this is needed right here. These conversations between these two are needed.
That's awesome.
War Thunder has so much fun. It's easy for us to get into like the very true and nuanced conversations of the problems that the game has, but it still has
Exactly.
so many of those quality moments that we can develop for ourselves. And at the end of the day, that's to me what I quantify as a good MMO. Can me, you, and a few others log in right now and have a good time?
Yeah.
Problems aside, which all problems need to be fixed. I hope no.
Look, everything has a problem to it. Every game, everything in life has pros and cons. Not one thing is going to be all perfect and then the other thing not all good. It's got to have a balance.
Nobody ever looks at this podcast and goes, well, they're shills. They just love gaijin no matter what. But at the same time, there's value in finding the fun in a game because
Exactly.
and it's not just this game, but for me, being a content creator professionally for several years now, I've noticed is all these different games you go to, there's so many people who just aren't having fun. Like they might legitimately enjoy the concept of the game, but they've gotten so frustrated from it. I think it's important.
They've gotten so frustrated over the point of like, KD, how many kills they have in a game, or whatever other way that people get upset about this game. And like I say, when you're playing games like this, your focus shouldn't be, if you've gotten 20 kills. Okay? You can probably make that a challenge where, hey, I'm going to try this match to get 20 kills. But if you're consistently putting that ahead of yourself and you're chasing it endlessly, it's basically you're just gonna wear yourself out. Like how a pig has a carrot in front of it, but it's on a stick. That's basically what's happening in War Thunder. Is that people, instead of setting it as a challenge or as a goal to complete, it's a consistent thing that they're chasing for no problem or for no reason at all. And it just kind of goes to show the lackluster of the reason why people let games like this make them get upset is because they're always chasing something that isn't tangible in the minute there, or in the moment, not in the minute, in the moment there. So,
Or to try to draw people back, like, hey, why did you fall in love with War Thunder? And how can we get you there? Do you enjoy it again? Because there's nothing worse than playing a game but being miserable while you play it. And I've watched so many streamers do that, like just slog through War Thunder. Like you're clearly hating what you're doing right now.
exactly.
You gotta have those moments. And sometimes all you need to do is hear an example that of like Gale or Rev, and you can go replicate that yourself and be like, "Man, I had a blast. I'm so glad I got out of what I'm just normally grinding on." Because I'll tell you one thing about War Thunder.
Like that one YouTuber, Vidra, whatever his name is, 20-year-old dude, almost 100,000 followers on Instagram and TikTok, and I think like 60,000 on Twitch. Got big off of grinding tanks. Britain, the very first one that he started off with was Britain, and then he just started changing it up drastically. And then he quit doing War Thunder because he got so fed up with the game he couldn't go past rank. I think it was anything rank 5 or 6. He wouldn't go over, or try and grind out because he was just not having a fun time with it, which is understandable. But that goes to show the lackluster this game basically has for people who are consistently trying to chase something that isn't tangible. It isn't, it's nothing that is important for them. So,
If you want something that'll suck the life out of you, do just the grind. Like make that your goal where all I'm gonna do is grind. Man, that takes the fun out of the game so much.
so Rev, if you're watching this video, same as you, Night Gal, I'll be honest with you. Me being a grinder personally, I think that is the most fun about War Thunder. Not only because of the unlocking stuff is that's half of the battle there, but also understanding how those vehicles play. I haven't really been doing it since I've been trying to do the challenge of spading Russia, which has just been a nightmare for me. But I'm playing other countries, so that's a new take. um but yeah, as somebody who is a grinder, I do enjoy it very, very much. And that's the reason why I fell in love with the game is the grinding system. It's one of the best.
For me personally.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's good to have these moments and know that if I change it up, man, I can get real excited again about the game.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it's a good lesson. Yeah, because I mean,
And a good tip for people who are trying to get back into War Thunder itself, do this. Instead of focusing on, oh, I need to be dropping 10 to 20 kills a game, which you're not going to get. You're going to get anywhere from 5 to even 1 or 2 kills, depending on what vehicles you're using. Focus on if you're getting better each game, okay? Throw out all the negativity and just focus on the positive stuff. Are you getting better? Are you hitting your shots consistently? Are you capping the points? If you take out the negativity, replace it with positivity, you're going to do far, far, far more better than the average player. It's just how it works, man. Process of elimination. That's basically what it is.
I was just expressing how, before we started the podcast, how much I've felt even burnt out of War Thunder recently, and it's exactly that. It's like I've been looking at it the wrong way. Like when you sit out there and you play War Thunder every day, even if you're not making content on it. For me, I finished every plane in the game again on Sunday. Every plane, I have every single one again. And I've got to the point where I don't even fly planes anymore, which is what I used to do all the time. I'm just trying
to do it here soon for the welcome.
and I'm just trying to grind out the tanks. And I'm like, yeah, I don't hate tanks. I don't mind it. It is what it is. But Yeah, you're exactly right. I think sometimes that's kind of the issue with how War Thunder is structured. It's like there is an infinite amount of stuff that you can do,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, the purpose of the game is to grind. And I think if you let the grind,
Yeah.
like if that's your sole focus, you're gonna find yourself really burnt out. And sometimes you just gotta take.
And that's kind of the thing, though, is that what Nightgale is saying is that if you remove that and you replace it, not necessarily remove it where you don't, you're not grinding anymore or any of that stuff. What he's saying is instead of having your sole focus on the grind part of the game, because that basically is how the game is structured, you start replacing that with different challenges within the game. How many caps can you get in a game, or how many kills can you get in a game, or how many deaths can you accumulate, or making it fun, but also still grinding in the background so you're not so focused on the grind. Because if you're so focused on the grind, you're going to become burnt out, so on and so forth. So he's just saying, keep in the back of your head, just let everything else in the front do what it's supposed to do. So,
Take a couple mental days.
and yes, my analogies suck horrible. I know, Nightgale. You're gonna say, "Oh my God, he's got too many points." It's all good.
Days just to do whatever you actually want to do and actually like just get your buddies on, or just even if you're playing by yourself, just go play something that you find fun, even if you get nothing done, just go do
Exactly.
what
Hey,
you enjoy. And
Shameless self plug, but between me and Gil, I think we stream every day but one day a week, just between the two of us. And then
Yep.
you've got our Only Snails group, which is a whole group of streamers of War Thunder. So what I'm saying is, we can find you somebody. Like if you're out there, like, well, it's just me, Revan.
I'll say this right now, guys. I'll say this even for Rev and Gale. If anyone wants to join, come check me out, dude. I'm always down to play with people. You know, unless you're respectful to my stream and to my mods, I will have no problem with you. I've been having people that say, "Oh, I want to play with you," and then completely ditch me because they're not listening to, or I'm not listening to them, even though it's my stream. So if you come in here, be respectful. We will take care of you guys. We will.
Gale, nobody wants to play with me. Okay, cool. We'll play with you, right? There's probably a reason nobody wants to play with you, but you know what? I'll play with you. Come on, call my bluff. Come do it.
yeah, I mean, we can find you somebody for sure. If you don't
Yeah.
have anyone to play with and you're listening to this podcast, we can find you somebody. I got 150 streamers.
Sure.
With all their viewers, we'll find you somebody to play with for sure. Yeah, I mean, that definitely helps a lot. Playing War Thunder alone, unless you have a good Netflix show to put on or something, can be really dreadful sometimes. Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand that for sure.
And like
Yeah.
you said, especially if you get caught in that grind mentality, which, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Like for me, when I first got into the air side of this game, my favorite World War II jet or World War II plane
Me
period
264
is
or
the
262.
Messerschmitt 262.
Yep.
And while that ME 262 might not be the best plane in War Thunder, because it's not,
Mhm.
it was still a big goal for me. It was fun. But even during that grind, it's, how many times do I have to play it? PF 109. How many times, it's good to break up the monotony, do something just a
Yeah.
little bit different. And even for me recently, that's just been, you know what, heck it. Let's just go jump over to the British faction I've talked so much trash about and play it to have a different experience. And you might find you like something.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Like I found out through that because early on in Ground, I just really, to a degree, trashed the British stuff.
Yes, I know, guys. I need to do my bed. I know people are going to be saying that in the comments down below. I hope you guys do enjoy this video. This is my very first reaction video to Nightgale and Rev's channel. Now, the reason why I did this video, I go into depth all the time on my stream about it, but a little bit of a backstory for a lot of you people to know is I feel like the conversations that Nightgale and Rev have for this is very important for the game and for the players who are playing the game. Because you have players like me who are grinders, and you have Rev, who's a very casual player, and then you have Nightgale, who is also a grinder, but not that hardcore as me. I know you're gonna say something about that nightgown. I'm so sorry, man. But anyway, guys, if you guys did enjoy that video, please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel so you get notified when I post these amazing, amazing productions of videos. That's it, guys. And I'll see you guys later.